YouTube toughens advert payment rules. Oh, this is it, YouTube. Now you've made me really mad. I am so angry. I challenge you to battle. This announcement was trending on Twitter. Hashtag YouTube Partner Program. YouTubers were tweeting about it, having different opinions about it. Controversial. But the problem here is that they're all wrong. They're all wrong. I am the only one that is correct. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just explain what is happening. Basically, YouTube came out and said that, surprise, if you don't have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers, then you mean nothing to us. They didn't exactly say that. To be fair, that's not what they said. But basically, that was it. I like how they added at the end of the statement, one of YouTube's core values is to provide anyone the opportunity to earn money from a thriving channel. Well, now you're kind of saying one thing and doing the other. You can't do that. Now, my personal reaction to this was, the first instinct was, oh, okay, so Logan Paul filmed a dead body and smaller channels has to suffer. How does that make any sense? It almost sounds a bit similar to the adpocalypse where YouTube said that YouTube would no longer allow creators to make money until they reach 10,000 views. Big creator messes up, small channels suffer. I am so sorry about the adpocalypse, by the way, in case I haven't apologized, okay? That was definitely me that put those advertisements on those military ISIS racist videos, okay? I'm sorry about that. I feel really bad about it. Basically, the reason why YouTube did this is because they said, I'm phrasing, it's been clear over the last few months that we need the right requirements and better signals to identify channels that have earned the right to run ads. So basically, adding the bar to 10,000 views was just not enough for YouTube to make sure that ads don't appear on videos that they don't want it to. And, you know, I gotta give YouTube props for always, anytime they announce anything, it's always such a mess. No one really knows what is going on, and it leads people to be confused and angry, and it's just the same thing every time. People are saying that, so now if I'm not in the partnership program anymore, does that mean my videos aren't gonna get recommended because they're not earning revenue? Which YouTube has said no to before, but it's still kind of like, is that really true? Everyone seemed to notice it differently. People asking like, oh, okay, so now I'm not in the partnership program anymore, but what about promotion and I can't schedule uploads and losing all these benefits? What is that gonna mean for me? And why isn't that just a standard for anyone on YouTube, really? And also people who's not in the partnership program anymore is asking like, hey, am I even gonna get paid? I know it's not a lot of money, but am I gonna get it or not? Like, probably you are. But the fact that these questions aren't answered, it's always such a mess and it's always so unnecessary. A+ for YouTube for always communicating so well. Usually I find that YouTube isn't half as evil as it seems to be during these things. It's just they can't seem to communicate what it is they're actually doing. And then all this outrage comes in and then they just pull back even more. Now we have YouTubers like Keemstar.
So now everyone's asking me, well, what advice do you have for small YouTubers? Quit. You cannot make it in this game anymore, all right? You're not going to make it. There is way too much competition.
Technically, he's not wrong. It's tough as hell to be a YouTuber these days. But the thing is, it's always been hard. YouTube right now really pushes for watch time. Unless you upload regularly and long videos, you are gonna suffer. And I think this is the real issue here. This is what you should be pissed off about. That put a lot of effort and are really good channels don't get as much exposure as they might deserve because they don't fit in this quota. And it's always been like this. Channels come and go on YouTube because they maybe fit what the algorithm of YouTube wants. And it's always just been a wave of people coming and going and that may not deserve it or not because of this. YouTube has never turned a profit, ever, since they've done it. And I think they're really trying to change that. But if anything, it's shown that YouTube is not a sustainable business model. At least no one's done it right yet. And that's why there's no competition to YouTube, just because it's so hard to figure out. Even you have YouTube being so extremely successful with its creator, it's still not profiting. YouTube said that it would manually review all relevant content by the end of March because of this Logan Paul thing. They said that they're going to have more than 10,000 workers reviewing clips by the end of 2018. That's a lot of workers to review videos. Now here's my main point with this, is this tweet that I saw actually yesterday. Ha ha ha, my sister used to upload littlest pet shop videos on YouTube when she was 9, and she accidentally enabled ad revenue, which checked her AdSense account yesterday, and she made $1,500 turn up. Like, that's awesome. I'm not gonna hate on that. I don't really have an issue with it. This is what YouTube trying to prevent with this move. There's only so many ads on YouTube. It's not an infinite amount. You may be watching my channel sometimes and there's no ads on it. And that might be because there was not enough ads to go around. It happens all the time that you watch a video, ads might be enabled, but they don't show up because there's not enough to go around. And I personally think that stopping channels that are coming out of nowhere just to upload other people's contents like movies and TV shows and that stuff, cutting off those people from making revenue and taking away ads from channels that are actually dedicated and uploading videos, it makes sense to me. A lot of people get really pissed because of the 4,000 hours thing, and I understand that that's frustrating, but people did the math and essentially it comes down to like $4 a month or something like that. And if you're arguing about that amount, then maybe you should ask yourself, why are you making YouTube videos? It's always been hard to be a small channel. Always. Back in the day, YouTube used to have a manual partnership program where you'd have to apply and hopefully make it in. And trust me, you needed more than 1,000 subscribers to get into that. If anything, it's clearly been too easy to put ads on your channel. And $4, that doesn't seem like you're looking at the bigger picture if you're complaining about that. Personally, I didn't make any revenue off YouTube after making videos for a whole year, even more. I think I had like 25,000 subscribers and YouTube wouldn't touch my channel. They wouldn't partner it. And it was extremely frustrating because I felt like I had the chance to finally push and make it into a living, but I couldn't. But it was way beyond $4. I understand that it's tough as hell to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I remember that seeming impossible. But if you're looking at it as a way you should earn revenue before that, so you can get a few dollars, that to me doesn't really justify the end goal that they're trying to do here. Blocking out people from uploading bad content to YouTube, or perhaps creating another media shitstorm. The only way I could earn revenue back in the day was to sign up with a network, because YouTube wouldn't touch gaming channels, and I only did gaming channel back then. And so many YouTubers, not just me, but just got royally screwed over by networks, taking what, like half of their revenue and giving what back? People don't talk about that. But $4, oh no! Like, yes, it's hard as hell to be a small channel. I know that. But it sure as hell wasn't easier back in the day. I think it's great that YouTube is partnering channels now, and this is what they have to do to make it happen. And it seems just fair to me, even though it might seem harsh. It's good. A lot of people saying, well, it's motivating maybe getting a little bit of revenue and seeing that you are earning something. I agree, but the ends doesn't justify the means. And at the end of the day, I think it's sort of a healthy approach that maybe you shouldn't be earning revenue the very first thing. Maybe that should be a goal. Maybe you should be incentivized to work on your subscribers and building an audience first, instead of earning revenue first. I understand that there's more things to it, but to me, YouTube is like a runner. The fastest runner alive. And then someone just tied his shoes together and he fell and now he's retarded. I stole that joke from Brad, but it's so true. Since there's no competition to YouTube, I think it's very important that when bad things happen, or when they do bad things, that we do stand up against them. I think it's important that we are united as a community, but I also feel like this is not that big a deal. Save your energy and save your outrage for something more important that will have a bigger effect on the platform. And I hope that smaller channels don't get discouraged by this. Keep working hard. I know it sucks. It's always sucked. I do see new channels thrive, and it isn't impossible. Anyway, I've been going on for too long, and that's just my thought about it. What do you think? Is YouTube screwing over its creators? Here's a poll. And that's it for me for now. Goodbye.